Hi everyone, this is Mehmood Sheikh, and in this video I will discuss about services of operating system. From my last few videos I am having a discussion on various services of operating system. In my last video I had a discussion on two of the services of operating system, which are accounting and error detection, and in this video I will discuss about remaining two services of operating system, which are resource allocation and protecting the system. Okay, so now let us start our discussion with the seventh service of operating system, which is resource allocation. Okay, so now in this section or in this service we will see how operating system is taking the responsibility of allocating various resources to requesting processes. Now let us start our discussion with the first point. Perform the task of allocating required resources to multiple jobs. Computer system will be having many types of resources, and these resources was required by many jobs, and CPU is capable enough in executing multiple jobs at the same time. And so this may be possible that there will be only one resource and multiple jobs will be requesting for that single resource. Okay, so in that case, when there is only one resource and multiple jobs wants to access this single resource, in this case operating system has to decide to which job this particular resource has to be allocated. Okay, so operating system here performing the task of allocating the required resource to any of the jobs. Okay, next point, reclaim the allocated resources immediately if they are not in use. Okay, so CPU will not be sitting idle, it always busy in executing any process. Okay, and processes continuously used to make a request for accessing any of the input or output device or any other resource. So operating system has to make available all the resources so that it can provide these resources to the requesting processes. Okay, so whenever any resource allocated to any of the process, and if that process is no longer using that resource, then immediately operating system has to take back that resource from that process, and it should make that resource available so that any other process, if it wants to access that resource, it can easily access it. Okay, so operating system reclaim. Okay, so operating system, along with allocating the resources to various processes, it also has an ability, it also has a control of reclaiming that resource from the process if that process is no longer using that resource. Okay. Now the next point, provide support for resource allocation and scheduling policies for prioritizing jobs for resource allocation and retaining them for execution. Okay, so we know that main memory stores all the processes which are ready to get execution inside the CPU, and operating system moves these processes one by one inside the CPU so that they can get executed. Okay, so but this may be possible that more than one process at the same time wants to get access to the same resource. So in that case, how operating system allocate that same resource to that process, to those processes? Okay, so to solve this problem, operating system will be having various scheduling policies such as shortest job first, polling and handshaking, round robin, CPU bound and input bound. Okay, so operating system can make use of these scheduling policies, which can help operating system to decide out of these two processes which is that one process who should get a chance to access the resource. Okay, so this is everything about resource allocation. Okay, so this is how operating system perform the activities of allocating their resources to various processes. Okay, so now we will move on to the last service of operating system, which is protecting the user. Okay, so in this section we will see what measures operating system takes so that its resources will be protected from unauthorized access. Okay, so now let us discuss it with the first point. Operating system makes sure that access to system resources is controlled. Okay, so it needs to make sure that all the resources should be accessed by processes in a controlled manner. The next point is perform the task of protecting the system and its resources against invalid system attempts. The operating system also needs to make sure that the system is protected and each and every resources of a system is protected from invalid access. Okay, if an user tries to make an attempt with an intention to access its resources, then the system should be secure enough, the system should be capable enough to protect the system from invalid system attempts. Next point is provides security schemes against unauthorized access. Okay, so operating system should be capable enough in providing various schemes, providing various security measures with which operating system can restrict the unauthorized user from accessing our resources. Now the last point is authenticate legitimate users with login passwords and registration. Okay, so for protecting the system from unauthorized user, operating system can provide many ways, and one of the way is setting the password and allowing only those users who are already registered with the system. Okay, so with that scheme, operating system can judge that the user who is trying to access the resource is the legitimate user of the resource or not. So these are the various services of operating system. So in this video we discuss what is resource allocation and what is protecting the system services of operating system. Okay, so we will end our video here, and I hope you guys have understood each and every point of this discussion. And from past 4 videos we were discussing on various services of operating system. Okay, so I hope all of you have understood each and every services of operating system which we have discussed in these last 4 videos. Okay, so that's all for this video guys, and if you like this video, click on like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.